Well, welcome to Carmancy Mesquite. Hi, Diana.
Hi, Angela. It's so good to see you. Thank you for having me over.
You're certainly welcome.
How is everybody in the chat?
It's pretty empty right now, but those are filling up.
Well, good. We'll just get things rolling by asking each other some questions.
Yep. Oh, here's Peacock Rainbow.
All right.
Yep. So, let's see. What we're going to do today is we're going to read Nancy Jean's Garden. Enter your questions into the chat, hopefully in all caps, because my reading glasses aren't what they used to be.
I just got a new pair. The dollar store was beneficial because I locked into wearing red or aqua. They had a new pair of aqua. So, I mean, what am I wearing? Red.
Okay, I got you, Peacock Rainbow. I got your question. Now, let me show you the garden. This is the garden that we read. Nancy Jean made this. Each of the sections of it are called tiles, and they each have a message. And then we roll the stones onto the cloth, and we read those stones. The stones relate to different parts of the person. We have one for clarity, one for body, one for mind, one for spirit,
one for grounding.
One for grounding. Yep.
And those stones are calcite, fuscite, amethyst, pyrite, and sodalite.
Yep.
Sodalite is the clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Pyrite is the grounding. Amethyst is the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Calcite is the mind. And fuscite is the body.
Yep. So there we go. Let's do a question. A financial rating. Okay. All we can really do with that is ask what the energy is around your finances.
So
well, everything's going perfect. We're just waiting for Mercury retrograde to show up any minute. Diana, where are you at? She'll be back in a minute. I have no idea. Something happened with her computer. She'll be back in a minute. I'm going to throw your stones. Oh, my goodness.
There I am.
There she is.
I tried to balance it. Well, you know what I was going to ask is, are you looking, what if we put a little more to this and said, will my finances improve in 2024?
Okay.
Okay, shall we do it that way?
Yeah. These look pretty good.
Yeah.
For your body, the fuscite, I got present and third eye. Okay, present, the time is now. And the third eye says insight needs to be expressed physically. You need to get your butt moving. Start walking around, roaming around, and find out what's going on around you. Because you got stuff moving and it looks good. Okay, your amethyst or your spirit is in your third eye. And that spirit helps your vision see around the corner. You're going to have a heads up on what's going on. And your grounding also landed in truth, or in the throat chakra, which is truth. It boosts self-esteem for our own self-expression. So yes, go on, have a ball. Things are coming. Then for your clarity, I had that in the heart chakra. Wisdom comes from clarity of emotions. So make sure you know where your feelings are at. Check in with your gut. And your mind, the orange calcite, is also in the heart chakra. And that is mind is being opened by the heart. So you just open up, let things go, roll with it. Well, exactly, Peacock. You don't have any money coming in, but it's on its way.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Okay. That's all right. I know. I dropped a stone, but it's not pyrite this time.
All right.
I just knocked off a crystal, but there's enough on the table. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
One of the cornerstones, you know. So right off the bat, I have sodalite in true.
Mm-hmm.
So when we rephrase the question, now we have, yes, keep that thinking in mind. Half of it is in true, and the other half of it is in tree of life harmony. So in excuse me, in that is saying your path is blessed with the clarity and wisdom that you need to improve things. So already you're getting the information that says, you know what you got to do, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one to read is calcite in the future. Well, calcite in the future is physically, things will physically appear in your future.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see. This is the way I'm looking at my tiles. It looks as if it is a steady improvement throughout the year. So with this clarity stone, it's the beginning. That is at the very top of the chart, and that is where you're starting. So you have to have clear thoughts on what it is you want to go for. Calcite, that's your mind. I'm sorry. Calcite is your mind. So, you know, you're in the future. So you have to think about setting goals, but making them reachable goals, not going for $1 million. You know, you go for it at $100 at a time, getting through this day. The next stone to read is amethyst in the past. Amethyst in the past is about you have missed how transformation has already happened. And it's just already in your thought process. So go back. Hi, how are you doing, Gerald? Go back and recalibrate what you've already been through. This is the time, this is a big time for us to change the language that we are using on ourselves.
Oh, absolutely.
North node in Aries, South node in Libra. I don't know where yours are, but a lot of people are sitting in completion. The North node in Aries is sitting on their South node, making it a complete circle. I just did somebody's chart that is doing that. So you have to look at it that way. Where does it no longer serve your purpose to talk to yourself in negative ways? Which it never shows, right? So then we have sodalite in earth and the path forward. Ground yourself. That sodalite is all about making it work for you.
Yeah.
And then we have fuchsite completely in path forward. So put your body on the correct path by bringing together all the things that you already know and change the language that you're using on yourself. Pyrite is in throat chakra. There you go. Change your language. A steady improvement. Set your goals short. you know, do it
And be
month by
nicer to yourself.
right.
Talk to yourself like your best friend because you are your best friend.
Exactly. Only you can change the outcome.
Mm-hmm. But as far as timing on my chart here, I've got it in winter, so it's not going to be all. The stones go all the way to the edge of spring. I don't think it's going to take that long because I've got more of your stones in winter.
Yeah, once you get it rolling, the ball's just going to keep rolling, and that's
Yeah.
where, you know, mine started in the north as well,
Mm-hmm.
way up there in the top. So, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong stone. That goes there. And winter is the first season of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We often confuse spring with being the first season.
Nope, it's winter.
It's winter.
It's definitely winter here.
Well, and tomorrow is the new moon.
Mm-hmm.
And as my computer was showing you, Mercury goes retrograde on the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1, 2, 3. Things are going 1, 2, 3. Or Tuesday and Wednesday, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But we start the sense of that of the new moon tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
To do the rituals. And on the 12th, you know, with Nancy Jean, we start a 9-day candle ritual.
Yeah, I've got a 9-day plan for myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. But anyway, I thought I would show you something. Before the show started, we were talking about my new car that I just got.
Yeah, let's see.
And I don't have a picture of the car, but it's a Buick Park Avenue. It's nice. It drives big. It's not as big as my Cadillac, but it drives big. That's what I need.
Yeah, I had a LeSabre. I understand Buicks. And then I had a, what was the other one? Cutlass.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I loved them both.
Absolutely. I love Buicks and Cadillacs. Hi, Jane. Yeah, I love the Buicks and the Cadillacs. So a Buick's right up my alley.
Body by Fisher.
Yep. And the first time I drove it, I got in that car and I looked up and, well, I looked down. I was rolling down the road and I looked down and I was doing 70 and a 40. So this car drives like me.
Well, as a Detroiter, born, bred, and raised,
I
get it. We like our go faster bars.
Absolutely. And it will do turns on 2 wheels.
Exactly. Oh. Bring that thing over here. We'll go down Decker Road and see if we can take it in a quarter mile.
Yep. We probably could.
Yeah.
When I lived back east, I would drive the Washington Beltway like it was NASCAR.
Oh, I bet.
You really have to, because that's how the road moves.
Yeah. I mean, there's like no choice in the matter anymore.
Yeah.
Let's get out there and do it.
Yep. So I thought I would do one little surprise here, because we've done shows on Not Magic. And I thought I would show everybody the Not Magic I use to manifest my car.
Okay.
I got a comment here.
Exactly.
Oh, here's another good one from Jane.
For sure.
But anyway, I'm going to show you what my Not Magic was. I have first for the grounding. Let me see if I can get this where you can see it. Oh, there it is. It's a piece of wood from my spirit tree out in the front yard. And that's for the grounding and for the fire element. Then I have vehicle. Then I have, where was it? Here. You can see a little set of wheels. Then another car. This is all dollar store magic, by the way. Then I put a key in there because what good is a car without a key? Then I got another car. And then I got another set of wheels, but with them I put the pearls for the water element.
This is how I'm doing my glimmer globe. Not to interrupt you, because it looks like you still have more on this string.
Yes, I do. I have a bell. That's for sound and air.
And the horn.
And then I've got a feather at the end for more air to get the message moving. That's how you make the message move, is with that air element.
Wow, and you need air running through the carburetor to keep shit moving.
Yep.
And will you go back to and hold up that first stone? Not your stone, the wood.
The wood, yes. It's a piece of the bark off of my spirit tree.
Okay. When you held it up the first time, you know what it looked like?
What?
Michigan.
Body
by Fisher.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it. I'm looking at it.
Well, you had part of where it is tied was sticking out to the side, and that looked like the thumb. And I saw that, I just couldn't resist thinking, well, hell yeah.
Maybe I can get it now. There we go.
There it is. That plant's right down the road from me. Brand blank.
And it works beautifully.
That's in Flint.
Yep. And it's going to be a good car. It's a one owner.
Awesome. What year?
2004.
Okay.
And he kept great shape. I've got the receipts for all the repairs that have ever been done.
Awesome.
So, you can't do better than that.
Or it doesn't matter if you're in Texas, but I was asking, was it kept in the garage?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yep. So it's pretty good. I'm really happy with it. Yep. And I've got another surprise that'll give Gerald a giggle. For Christmas, I got myself a Lemony Snicket 8-ball.
Oh, Lemony Snicket besides. Awesome.
Yes. I thought I'd give Gerald a giggle with that one.
Yeah. Because we all want the cards that are no longer in print.
Yep. But I got the 8-ball.
You can't shake a stick. You might pull it.
It's just been too much fun.
Yeah.
This last day or two, because I got the card day before yesterday. So I've been getting tags on it and stickers and the whole 9 yards.
And excited giggles, no doubt, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Now I'm going to try and drag Deb out for a ride tomorrow.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, what if we read on her a little bit here?
Okay.
She's under the weather with her back, correct?
Yep.
If we don't have any more questions right now.
No, we don't. Not right now. Okay, so put us some questions in there while we're reading on Deb. And if you can put them in capital letters, that'll be a whole lot easier for the two of us.
So really should do a chart for her on the return, Saturn return of this whole accident. Because she's in this pattern, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was 33 years ago. Is that right? 34, 33?
I think it was 33 years ago.
So I need the accurate dates in order to do that.
Okay.
Time would be helpful, but it can just be approximate.
Okay. All right. How are we going to?
Yes, exactly. How much longer will this go on?
How much longer will it go?
We don't want to. How do we phrase this question? Any ideas from the chatters how to phrase this question?
Yes. Come on, guys, help us out here. How do we ask about Deb?
It's her back that's out of whack.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens to her every year at this time. So, yes, we want to know. Let's ask, how can she change this? How can she
Oh, good
prevent it
idea.
from happening in the future?
Okay.
And then in there, we may also find how to heal it. And
Oh,
I should
Gerald's got a good idea here.
oh,
Last Deb first. Let me text her real fast.
Text her. And the other thing is, I was just thinking of, I should send her my comfrey salve.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
The box that never arrived, Gerald. She might be sleeping, huh?
No, she's up.
Okay, good.
She said yes. Go ahead.
Okay. How to prevent this from happening in the future?
I've got everything almost in the elements. Okay, that I got her spirit, her amethyst is in Tree of Life.
Wow, that makes sense, hey?
So actions without your spirit is empty. So you need to throw your spirit into this. And then it's also in Crown Enlightenment. Spirit harmonizes all of your efforts. And it's also in True. So we're on the right path here. It says, yes, we can do this. Now your clarity, Deb, is in air. And it says, be sure your thoughts are clear. You need to get your thoughts clear on the whole situation, how this happened and how it's been going on. And if you get the dates, Diana will read on it for you too, and with her astrology.
Yes, just text me the stuff and we'll get you, see what kind of a Saturn return you've just experienced.
Okay, and then I've got her grounding is in Earth. More to be brought forward. Yeah, you've got more things are going to come forward about this. And your body is also in there and in Earth, and physical changes are coming. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Because with the changes coming, that means it's going to start working itself out. And then her mind, I've got in Earth and Fire. Do not become tied to false energy of the past. Final thoughts on the situation are coming. That's what you need. You need that final answer on how to clear it, and it's on its way.
We have the same, the stones didn't fall the same, but we have the same message.
Uh-huh.
That's not unusual, is it? All right, so calcite is partially in root.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this has affected her root chakra. It's in Go For It, which is about your thoughts are leading the way. So in order to break free of it, you have to break those thoughts, that pattern, which I'm going to tell you this now because amethyst is in false.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, it's not your fault. Stop holding yourself responsible for this. It wasn't your fault. It really wasn't. So, and then the calcite is in water. And so that is something you should look at. Going to a pool and just getting some gentle movement for yourself in a pool of water. You don't have to go for the whole aerobics, but gentle water aerobics will certainly help clear this and get you moving. And like I said, cat cow tilts while you're sitting in a chair will also break up that fascia that is building up gases and liquids that are staying put and freezing and fusing things from the movement that your body needs. Okay, so we also have fuchsia in water, which is, that's telling me definitely it's helping you with the grounding elements, but go to the water, look to the water. Scorpio, my dear, go to the water. And then you have, we have solar light, half in restate and half in solar plexus. Again, now that solar light, you know, that's your grounding, that's your clarity. So again, we've got this, it is affected your root and solar plexus, all of that in there. Consider what pocket that is and what pocket it was 33 years ago, right? So when you restate that, you know, use a different language, you'll be able to get that again to start move, to get you motivated. Scorpio, you can do this. You can talk to yourself. You can talk yourself into it. We have pyrite, half in solar plexus and half in heart. Love yourself, because the other part of amethyst is in love, heart chakra, and falls. So stop holding yourself responsible for this. It wasn't your fault. I know you know that there was a soul contract all the way around, but this was not your fault. And that's what I got.
And start loving on yourself, lady. You need it.
You are beautiful.
Absolutely.
And so wise. You're so wise. And be creative. I forgot to that calcite was partially in creative in the sacral. So be creative about it.
Yep. We'll work on it together. I've got a comment. Andrea. I have had 4 deaths of important people in the past month.
Whoa.
My guides and my body needed reset. Quiet reflection reset. Perfect. Yep, that's
Exactly.
perfect, Andrea. And then we have, okay, where'd you go? There it is.
Hey, Tarot Lounge, how are you?
Okay. So, does anyone else have a question? Yes, sorry for your loss, Andrea, and do rest.
Yes, by all means.
Yep.
This is a stumper for a lot of us. What questions to ask at this time of the year, because we are so busy. It's Hanukkah. Christmas is coming. The new year is on us.
Oh, I got to do Rossi's question.
Okay, good.
There we go.
Okay.
A garden reading for the winter. Thanks, Gerald. Oh, wow. I've got your spirit in future and present. Be patient. The transmutation is not ready, and spirit changes are happening now. So look for those signals. Listen to your gut. Look for your omens and your signals from others, from your guides, from your ancestors. They'll be coming in. And I've got your grounding in earth. More to be brought forward. Yeah, you've got a lot of stuff coming. Your fuchsite is also in earth. Physical changes are coming. You've got a lot of change coming. You've got a lot of information coming too.
Mm-hmm. And you still have stones?
You too.
I've lost track. All right.
Okay, and your clarity is in water. You have the clarity you need. Follow one of your paths and use your life force to resolve your situations. That's not bad. You've already got your clarity. You just have to follow your spirit, follow that gut, listen to it, keep going. And then I've got your mind is in water and true. Let go of limitations. You're putting limits on yourself. And true is yes. There you go. You've got it.
Again, we're not in the same place, but we have the same message.
Mm-hmm.
So everything, these 4 stones are definitely in fire. So what you are doing now with this winter is contemplating the things of summer. I'm going to say that this is the summer we've just passed.
Mm-hmm.
Because amethyst is in fire completely. Pyrite is in fire and past. Calcite is in fire, past, restate. Sodalite is in fire and restate.
Mm-hmm.
Those 4 stones are telling you what is in the past is in the past. Leave it there. Now, as we come into this winter, redesign what you want to see in the coming summer.
Mm-hmm.
You have, 6 months now to work on this. And then we have fuchsite in earth. Get yourself grounded. This is your body talking. Get grounded. And then that's the path forward. And that is when we get to the spring. And in reality, you can start right now because we have this very powerful Sagittarius new moon on Tuesday. And this is a good time, very good time to start planting the seeds that will give you an early crop in the spring, first harvest. So it's changing, again, restate. Fuchsia or sodalite, restate. Come on, get yourself clarity by talking to yourself better.
And listen to your gut. Your gut will tell you the truth. It'll never lie to you.
Exactly. And Rossi, I know how gifted you are, so.
Yep. Okay. Who do we have next? Now we got Jane.
How do you shake that off? The psychic is telling me don't worry about them. They're going to do what they're going to do. But how do you shake it off?
Okay, I've got your satellite. Your clarity is in your third eye. Clarity of thoughts are part of this plan. You need to know. You need to go in with your feelings and stick with your feelings. Don't let theirs come into yours. Mm-hmm. You just got to stop them at the gate. Then I've got your spirit or amethyst is in false and earth. Spirit is not aligned with the situation. And spirit transforming, but not yet finished. So you need to really ground on this and really set yourself up for pay all of your attention to your feelings. Keep your feelings and don't let anybody else's crawl in there. Then I have your grounding is in fire. And that's clarification comes from dealing with your past. You need to think about the past, see what effect it had, and just stop it right at the gate. Stick with your gut, stick with your spirit and your heart, and you'll get through it just fine. Then I finally got your mind is in air. Thoughts are all important. That's what you've got to keep in control is, what your thoughts are, what your feelings are. Keep your own. Don't let anybody lend you theirs.
Has the birthday already occurred, or is this something that's still upcoming? Because I'm getting calcite is in your crown chakra and half in the future. So you already know your mind is already showing you the way to do this. And you're an empath. And so, of course, you're picking up on all of their vibes, even when they're not telling you these things. And then you have sodalite completely in future. So that is, standing your ground and doing it the way you know that's going to work. And this is why I'm wondering, has the birthday occurred already, or is it coming? And then you have amethyst and pyrite, solid in fire. That's your clarity and your spirit. I got to do this. This is the way it's got to happen. And then you have fuchsite in the solar plexus. Go with your gut. Trust your gut. They're going to do what they're going to do. It's in May. Okay. And evidently this is a big celebration. It's a magic year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jane, you're a Pisces, right? So don't let what you're picking up from them because of your own psychic abilities. That's understandable, but you can't worry about it because they're going to do what they're going to do. Right? And so just go.
Don't let their feelings become yours.
Exactly. It's stick to it. You have a great plan in motion. And that's the one that's going to make your mother happy in the long run. Yes. Stick to what you already have in motion. No one knows her better than you at this point. Because as we age, the rotation of the matriarch of the family,
mm-hmm.
and now it's your turn to rise to that.
Yep.
Beautiful. Happy birthday, Mom.
Mm-hmm. Okay, who do we have next? We have the Tarot Lounge.
It would be helpful. We could do something general, but if you have something specific in mind.
Yeah, this one is, the garden is fairly decent for a general reading.
Yeah. So if general is good with you, let us know.
Mm-hmm. I think I love the sound of the stones as much
I
as
do too. When we do this, oh boy,
mm-hmm.
It's ley lines that we're both sitting on top of, and what we have crystals in alignment with the cosmos, lining
mm-hmm.
up. Okay, thank you. Lining up with the ley lines underneath us, and
mm-hmm.
we have hanging stones. We hear the messages coming through already. So A general reading.
I love Jane with the music. Now I
Yeah.
have garden party in my head.
There you go. I went to a garden party. Ricky Nelson. Oh my God, my room was plastered with him. Pictures of him before I had pictures of the Beatles. I actually had an autographed picture from Ricky Nelson. So
Hi, Mousy.
Mousy.
Yes, we're in the middle of reading the Tarot Lounge. And I've got your mind in present. At this time now, something's going on for you now, right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also in your third eye. So third eye intuition into insights. So use that intuition, lean on it. It's got your answers.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have your grounding in heart and love. Encourages understanding that all is not in the physical realm. Well, that's kicking you right back into your intuition again. I love that.
Yeah.
And then I got your clarity is in restate and past. Dilemma is not well defined. Use lessons you have learned for answers. So look to your past for some of these. For some of these answers, but lean on that intuition.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got your spirit is in the sacral chakra. Spirit inspires creative energy. There you go. Kicking you into your intuition some more. So this is basically telling you, go to that intuition.
And that's amazing.
Uh-huh.
I have pyrite starting it off in sacral.
And
I have to ask you, aside from being the Tarot Lounge, are you also an artist? Because there's something that you used to do that is going on right now in your head with this pyrite in that creativity section of the sacral chakra and half in part in past. So what did you used to do that you are thinking about starting up again? Then we have fuchsite in water, which helps with the grounding of the elements. A Pisces too, okay? For sure. And then we have calcite. I mean, your fuchsite is solidly in water. So stay grounded with these thoughts. Start making movements on that because you have calcite in earth, completely in earth. And that is your final thoughts are coming, just like Angela had said. They're still forming, they're still coming. Then you have your spirit in grounding, path forward, and false. So stop telling yourself, I don't have time, or I can't do this now, or I don't really have the talent. Who's going to want to look at? Don't talk to yourself that way. Change the language you're using. This is your path forward by staying grounded spiritually, allowing, while your feet are on the earth, allow your spirit to soar and tell yourself a different story. Because you also have solar light in the solar plexus, clarity, go with your gut feeling, and half in restate. Again, change the language you use for yourself. And are you a poet? Do you write? Don't be afraid of people not liking your poetry. I'm getting that you have a gift for writing or art or both. And you should design your own deck. Duh, that just came to me. Maybe that's what you're thinking of doing. I quit doing it. Oh, thank you, darling.
Love the feedback.
Yes, me too.
Okay, next we have Devaria.
Anything interesting in the new year for Devaria? Whoa. I have to do that again.
Okay, well, I'll start then.
Yes, please.
Okay, I've got your mind in your throat chakra or truth. Heart opens the expression of the throat. So speak your heart. Speak what's in your heart. Bring it all up. Let everyone know how you feel. Then I've got your pyrite or your grounding is in earth, which is a good spot for it. More to be brought forward. You've got things coming to you. And I tend to associate earth with material things. So I think you might have some things coming, physical things coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, good stuff. And then your clarity and your body both landed in water and air. I think that's very interesting. Okay, for the body, ground your thoughts. Help comes from grounding elements, so you need to ground yourself good. And then in your clarity, be sure your thoughts are clear. You have the clarity you need. Follow one of the paths and use your life force to resolve situations. So there again, it's telling you to go to your gut, listen to it.
Yeah.
You know, get those things going. You know, pay attention to what's going on around you, and what have you. And then your spirit, of course, is in true. So there you go. That's your answer.
There you go. So we have sodalite on my tiles, half in the crown. The ideas are there. They're coming forward because the other half is in future. So they are coming forward at this time, planting seeds now. Let me remind everybody one more time. We have the new moon right on our doorstep. And it's the last new moon of the year. Am I right?
I believe so, yeah.
Because the full moon is on the 26th.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the last new moon of the year. Perfect time to get the spring started. But almost on a parallel to that, we have calcite and creativity. Girl, you already have something in the works. Trust yourself on that. You are very good at that. The next stone to read is your amethyst. It's in half in past and half in restate. Don't talk yourself out of it. Change the language you're using. You do have talent. Admit it to yourself. It's not ego. It's a healthy ego that admits where you are able to do things. And then you have fuchsite in fire and restate and a little tidbit in earth. So bring forth the passion. Put it out there. Don't talk to yourself in a negative fashion. That fuchsite is partially grounded with that earth. Just, it's telling you, okay, but let your imagination run wild because this is the way for you. And then the last stone is the pyrite, and it's 100% in throat chakra. So it's how you're talking to yourself. The clarity comes from changing the language you use on yourself.
Yep. Absolutely.
Excuse me.
Okay. And the last question we have right now is from Marjorie McConnell. I feel like the trajectory of my life is changing. Can you feel anything I should know?
Trajectory. Marjorie. What changes are coming for Marjorie? She senses them. Marjorie senses her changes. Can you show us what they are? Marjorie senses her changes. Show us what they are.
Wow, is this a busy one?
Mm.
You want to go first?
No, you go right ahead because I'm still looking at where they all are.
Okay.
How to put this one together.
I've got your body is in your crown chakra, crown enlightenment. Light force of life needs to guide physical movement. So you're going to have to let your light shine. It's got to shine, especially when you're running around, especially during this busy holiday season. Let that light shine. It's also sitting in future, which is things will physically appear in the future. You've got things coming to you. And then your mind is in future, of course. Think of the situation in the future sense instead of the past. You know, go with what's going on now. It's also sitting your fuchsite, your mind. Your orange calcite. Your mind is also sitting in air. Thoughts are all important. You got to be on it, be on top of it. Talk to yourself like you're your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is talking about. It's you've got to help yourself in this by keeping in touch with your gut and being kind to yourself. You deserve it. Then I've got your grounding is in present and air. Okay, mental actions are the path for your abundance. And values being purified now. So you're on the right path. And it's good things are coming. You just got to keep kind of on the straight and narrow with yourself and being kind and gentle with yourself. Don't expect more. You know, don't go wild with your expectations. Keep it simple so that you can stay straight on that line, to stay on that path. If you keep it simple, it's easier to stay on your path. And then I've got your spirit is in path forward and earth. Balance your energy to move ahead. And spirit transforming, but not yet finished. So you've got changes coming. Changes are coming, and that's why you need to stick to that path and keep it simple. Stick to that path, pay attention to your gut, and it'll work out. Then I've got your clarity is in false and earth. Vision is clouded at this time. You need to ground a little more and do some clearing. Oh, she's trying to be an overachiever, according to Gerald. Yes, she is, very much so. And it's also in earth, which is you have many paths ahead of you. The correct one will appear in the future. So like I said, stick to that gut, listen to your gut, your intuition, and keep on the path that comes to you. The one that is right apparent and in front of you. That's the one you need to stick to.
So I got calcite up there in the root chakra. So you must feel that your security is changing somehow. You think it's slipping away, but it's not. Because you have sodalite in that root chakra as well as go for it. Everything has a cosmic alignment. And if you know anything about your own astrology, of course, I always preach astrology because it is your blueprint, right?
Mhm.
And this is a good way for you to understand what the next step is going to be for you, why you just feel insecure at this time.
Mhm.
But it's go for it. So whatever is changing, you have a definite handle on. Go for it moving forward, because you're creative, and that root security comes from ourselves.
Mhm.
We can't rely on others to make us secure. We can't rely on others to make us happy. It has to come from us. We are responsible for that. But your creativity is what you're questioning. No, stop doing that to yourself. We have spirit completely in earth, the amethyst.
Mhm.
And that stone is telling you transformation is coming, just like your gut is telling you, just not finished yet. Pyrite is in false. Change the language. Change the language. Okay, my sense of security is changing, but I shouldn't worry about it because I know what to do to make it better, to improve it, to keep it, to make it even better. And then fuchsite is in path forward and throat chakra, which just brings me right back to keep yourself a little grounded, change the language that you're using, and go for it. Thank you, Gerald.
Yes. Okay. I think we've run out of questions. Yes.
And it's
Pretty much.
almost time anyway.
Yes.
Amazing. So shall we throw for us in general, as for the week, all of our best chatters?
Oh, yes, they are. Let me tell you, they
Praise.
brought it today. They brought it today.
They did.
Okay, everybody, this reading's for all of us.
Oh. Let me just knock everything over.
I guess that means it's going to be kind of exciting.
Yeah. It's like, oh boy, New Year's Eve, here we go.
I got the grounding in future. Where else should it be? All of the gifts are not yet recognized. Of course not. It's just before Christmas.
Right? They're all
So
still
we've all got gifts coming.
They're all still hidden in bags in the closets.
Yep. And mind and body are both in earth. So physical changes are coming, and final thoughts on the situations. So we've got physical changes and thoughts just running through our heads. We should probably try to slow them down just a little bit and make sure that they're good ones, that we're treating ourselves as best we can. And then I got the amethyst, or spirit, is in fire. And that's thoughts from the past are clouding or enlightening ideas. So it's going to go in either direction. You just got to figure that one out. And I think that goes right back to keeping in touch with your intuition, in touch with your gut, and you'll know what's going on. Then finally, I've got the clarity in water and air. It's be sure your thoughts are clear and you have the clarity you need. Follow one of the paths and use your life force to resolve your situation. It's going right to your life force. You go to your gut, go to your intuition, and pay attention to those feelings. Those feelings are going to lead you on the right path. They'll keep you going in the right direction.
That's right. So I've got calcite in all four of the elements.
Wow.
Sums it all up, quite frankly, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There are many paths to go on. Don't tie yourself to the past language. This is a season of letting go and new beginnings, and staying grounded as best you can. Mm-hmm. Staying grounded is because we have both fuchsite, excuse me, and pyrite in present, in the present moment. So I present you with the present moment. But you got to stay in that because it's not the present moment to present the present, right? You keep them locked in the closet, under the bed, in the garage, in places that nobody, in the trunk of your new car, so nobody can open it without your key. You still got babies around, right?
Yep.
And then we have, I think I said soda light already, in air and earth. And if I didn't, that's like, there's so many paths. So you don't multitask. No overachieving, one thing at a time. The house will get decorated. The cookies will be baked. The presents will be wrapped. Santa will come, and the baby Jesus will show up as well. But don't just do it one day at a time. Stay with that. And then our amethyst is in the throat chakra. Watch how you talk to yourself. Make sure you stand in a place of gratitude for every little thing that you get. Say, thank you, Merlin, or whomever is helping you. And then the other half of it is in path forward. Yep. And then, whichever path, there's no mistakes, but just do it one path at a time, one step at a time. I think about, what about Bob? I just, I watched Scrooge the other night and I went, okay, what about Bob's next? Because who doesn't love Bill Murray no matter what, right?
Exactly.
So, and then I watched The Cranks too. But tonight I'm watching Frozen.
Oh, okay.
Because
it's going to be frozen.
Yeah, soon, maybe. It was 65 yesterday. It's 38 today. So.
It was 33 last night here. Yep.
Close my mouth wide open. Well, mouth, weird doggies.
I think we're going to get a pretty heavy frost this year.
Yeah, my allergies, as you can hear, I'm for this big killer frost. We've had snow. It's like living in Virginia. It falls no matter how deep, it's gone the next day because we haven't had this killer frost yet. Yeah. Except for the year we had Snowmageddon. It was 2009, and 36 inches of snow fell in less than 24 hours. And then we went into a deep freeze because this was all through Christmas. And it actually started on December 10th. We had a good storm. It warmed up and it all melted away. And then there was another one, a big storm. It all melted and then it went away. And then we got the Snowmageddon that came shortly after the Christmas feasting. So at least the beasting was done. But boy, did the beast come out, because the roads were impossible. And in fact, I had my snowshoes with me and hadn't ever used them in Virginia. And that snow was so deep that I took out my old snowshoes and strapped them on, and the straps had dry rotted. So I'm out in snow up to my yahoo with a broken strap on one snowshoe, trying to make the other one work for me. So one is like I'm sitting in a chair because I'm above the snow, and the other one, my leg is all the way down inside, just trying to get back, because though the schools were closed and I was teaching, my second job was open, and I was going to be good Lowe's employee and walk to work because it was just down the street, like a half a mile. Big brave girl. I got there, but then I got to ride home.
Well, that was good.
Right. After putting in a couple of hours in a little toddy in the back room.
Well, I have really enjoyed today, and thank you, Chatters. You really brought it. You really brought it today.
Thank you all so much for being here, everybody.
Yep. Thank you. And I guess since we're at 104, we'll just call it a close and see you next time.
And maybe we should try for 2 weeks from today, but we'll see where. Okay.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Happy Hanukkah.